Holy shit, we are live. Hello everyone. It's a very programming error that just refused to be fixed. CodeErr. And welcome back to one of my live streams where I stream a game live on Twitch. Imagine that, I do those from time to time. And today, that game is Genshin again. Yes, because there is an event, which is voice acted. Also apparently there is a new event as well, which is this one, which I'm not sure if it's voice acted. I don't think it is, at least I haven't been told so. I might have to look into it though. But the event we're here for today is this one, Iktomi Spiritseeking Scrolls. Let's check out that letter of appeal. Auroron's request for help. Code, I know this is a bit out of the blue, but I've run into a tricky situation and really need your help. If you happen to have the time and the inclination, and don't mind stretching your legs for the long journey over, please pay me a visit over at the Masters of the Nightwind. I'm sure that things will take a turn for the better once you're here. Thanks, I'm counting on you, and I will accept.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Alright, and with that, we are off. Don't want to delay too long after all. There we go. To the Masters of the Nightwind. Let's see what kind of crazy shenanigans we'll get up to here with Auroron, who is also available as a character to play now. Hooray. Also, by the way, I like the fact that for the current gacha, they brought back the two best boys. Like, the absolute units that are Neuvillette and Zhongli. Both of them in the same, both of them getting their rerun at the same time. I just think it's nice. Naturally, I'm not pulling for Zhongli again, because I already have him. I'm almost tempted to pull for Neuvillette, but I think I'd rather save up for new characters now. Okay, Auroron. The part about this event being voice acted better not be a lie.
Once the traveler shows up, everything will get better.
It sure is voice acted. I'm actually gonna give you a little bit of an increase to the volume here, because I feel like this game's always a bit more... Everything's always a bit more quiet than my voice.
Hey there, traveler in Paimon.
There we go.
So you were looking for us? We came as soon as we heard.
You did? That makes me feel warm and fuzzy. Is this what happiness feels like?
Why are you so weird?
Where's
Yeah.
this coming from?
Why would you not know?
Truly the best friends I could ask for. If my vegetables met you, I'm sure they'd grow all the more lush for it.
Okay, I didn't remember
What
him being
makes you
this
say
weird.
that?
Well, it's a compliment. I heard that complimenting people makes them happy. Did it work? Are you happy?
Maybe a little bit, but also weirded out. Very much so, but what about you? You don't look too happy.
It's that obvious, huh? Well, you're right. I feel like an aphid who can't find a flower. Granny is standing in my way.
You mean Sitlali?
Yes, Granny's a genius, as you know. Geniuses often stand in the way of others, leading them to despair.
Despair,
And on top of that,
you
I'm a
say?
grandson, which means I get a double dose of despair.
Ooh,
If that
so
sounds
much despair.
serious,
Also, hi,
it's
Spinner,
because it
congrats on
is.
being first.
So please, help me deal with her.
Oh, what happened exactly? You make it sound so dramatic.
I had to get you involved. Most people can't deal with Granny, and
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, you go ahead and lurk. If you weren't lurking, I would ask you why you feel that way. That is if you want to talk about it, but yeah, no, you go on and lurk, I appreciate that. And I hope it's just a temporary issue. And I'm an exception, huh?
exactly. You were the first person I thought of, Gramps.
Alright, I forgot
Gramps
he
is
calls
what I
me
called
that.
you when we first met, and I know I got told off for it, but please let me off for calling you that one more time. It feels like there's something unique about you. Even Granny Seat Lolly
I
treats
mean, I
you
am
like
very
you're someone
unique. I am the
special.
protagonist after all.
And everything that's happened since we met suggests it's true. If I had a woven scroll that listed the 40 people who can deal with Granny Seat Lolly, your name would be at the top of that list.
Wait, so who are these other 39?
Also
a
the
lot
Traveler.
of people, apparently.
The rest of the list is just the Traveler 39 more times.
Oh, great. Great. In all 3 big Hoyo gachas, the ban was only male fight. Oh! Huh. Interesting. So all the big boys are currently having their reruns. By the way, Spinne, also one quick question. Last Sunday, did you and Neon have the movie night without me, or did it just not happen because everyone forgot about it? Because Neon was technically supposed to be in charge of the next movie night. Because, the whole dub thing. So I'm kind of curious if you just had it without... So everyone forgot. Good. So I'm not the only idiot. To be fair though, I randomly remembered during this week and was like, damn, how did I forget the movie night? And then I came to a realization. You wanna know how I forgot the movie night? We hold the movie night at 5 PM on Sunday. Last Sunday, I was still asleep at 5 PM. I only woke up I only woke up between 5 and 6 PM that day. So, I forgot because I overslept to a movie night that started at 5 PM. My god. Anyway, yeah, now you enjoy that lurk. Appreciate having you here. And hopefully we will remember the next movie night. Ah, boy. Imagine oversleeping for something at 5 PM. Jesus. Also streak. You flatter me, but I'm too young to be... Am I too young to be a grandparent? I don't think so. I'll just say anything for my favorite grandson.
Oh, great. So, you're gonna help me, right, Gramps? I can't stress how important this is.
Of course.
Although it looks like I'm just hanging around with nothing to do, inside, I'm distraught about the path ahead. Granny Seat Lolly is blocking my way and I can't get past. But now that you're here, I can start moving again, before time runs out.
Yeah, so I need more details. So what do you need me to do? Could you tell me exactly what's happening?
You know how much Granny loves to drink, nap, and read light novels, right?
Uh-huh.
If you offer her what she wants, I'm sure you can lure her away.
So I'm a
You
distraction.
mean use those things as bait to distract her so she won't notice what you're up to?
I see. And what are you up
That's
to,
right.
though?
Don't worry, I won't make you do all the work. I've planned it all out, including what you need to say. All you need to do is walk up to her and tell her this. Dear Granny, I have the latest volume of Mirage Warriors here, along with the special edition spin-off of the case files of Miss Orith. Want to read them together?
Ha.
She'll pretend not to be
Do I have
interested
them?
for a few seconds, then think of an excuse to say yes. As long as you're the one doing the fishing, she'll definitely take the bait.
You really think I have that effect on her? Also, can you give me those actual works? Because I'm not sure I own them.
He's just trying to butter you up. Even Paimon can tell. He's just saying whatever it takes to persuade you.
I mean...
No, I mean it. Granny might not say it out loud, but I can tell she has a soft spot for the Traveler.
If you say so. Paimon's still not convinced. But if all we have to do is say a few
By the
words
way-
to Seat Lolly, it's hardly putting us out.
Can I just say, because I already saw my statistics.
It's as easy as
for
watering
my
vegetables,
streams
and
and
if my
everything for
vegetables
this
were
year.
here, they'd... Sorry, there's no time for vegetable
Genshin is
talk.
my number 2
Just
most streamed
trust me.
category.
Let me take you to her.
And it's the
When
only
you hear,
category in my
everything
top
will be
5
better.
where I'm not in the top 10 streamers. The only one. In all the other categories in my top 5 most streamed games, I am in the top 10%. Except for this game. And I keep saying it, if I weren't so hard committed to this game, I'm not sure I would keep streaming it. And I do also only stream it for the story.
I let myself get distracted.
Already. So I'm already limiting myself. I like this game, but I do realize that not a lot of people care for it on my streams. I mean, fair enough, I guess. I have many times I've already pondered just turning this into a personal experience rather than a streaming experience. But why would I stop
Granny.
partway through now?
She's gone. She was standing there at the cave entrance to stop me from going in, standing right in my way.
Oh, you meant literally standing in your way. This whole time, Paimon thought you were being metaphorical.
I mean, again,
Granny
I would have asked
says
for more
it's tacky
details.
when light novels use contrived metaphors. I don't want to be tacky.
Wait, but aren't you comparing yourself to a light novel? Isn't that kind of contrived?
What? Oh, darn it.
Anyway, it looks like your path ahead has been cleared. So go on.
Yeah, see,
You don't
Lolly
need me
probably
here.
figured there was no point standing in your way anymore. Auroron, whatever it is you so desperately need to do, you're now free to do it.
Yeah, so
I
go
don't think
on.
it'll be that simple. Granny wouldn't release me from her grasp so easily.
So it's a
She
trap, is
might
what you're
have
saying?
laid a trap for me.
Yeah.
Or maybe when I get inside, I'll get caught by one of her surveillance spells.
But why would she want to stop you? Yeah, what is even going
Yeah,
on?
let alone lay a trap for you. Unless you haven't been up to no good again, have you?
Maybe he has.
I just want to rescue someone, and Granny won't let me.
Rescue?
someone? Oh no, what happened?
And
Could I
why would
ask
she
you to
get in
go
your way
inside
when
and
you're
take a
trying to
look at him?
rescue someone?
I think he should be safe for now, but he'll be at greater and greater risk as time goes
Something
by.
seems off. Why would she stop him in that case?
What are you going to do?
I'll have to wait outside, or I might fall into one of Granny's traps.
You mean you want us to fall into her traps instead?
Well, she doesn't mind us, probably.
No, you'll be fine. Granny's
Also,
traps
hi,
will
Rob.
recognize it's the traveler, so
Oh,
they'll
you
leave
gotta
you alone.
prepare. I already have some backstory for my character. I still need to finalize the name and everything. I still need a last name for my characters. Or one last name, I should say, because they're actually gonna be twins, twin brothers. I mean, it's obviously just one person. Obviously, my character's just one person and not two halflings. What? But I already have a decent backstory in mind. I just need to actually go on the website that Bones gave us and maybe take a look at how everything works and how a character would work there. I'm definitely gonna need some feedback on Bones on how I'm gonna make my character concept even remotely work, but we'll see. How did I get into your part? I mean, I feel like the beginning part of our session, not of session 0, but the actual gameplay session, is us all meeting. I feel like there's gonna be like a beginning arc where all of us meet up somehow. Then again, that is all stuff we can discuss during session 0. If we have to figure out how we all met, or if we're gonna meet during the actual game session. All stuff that we can figure out then. Anyway, really, this thing.
Sure it is. I mean, I've told my aphids all about your heroic deeds, so I assume Granny's told her traps too.
You can't just assume that.
But he can.
Either way, I'm counting on you, Gramps.
Well, sounds like someone's life is at stake, so we should probably head in and check things out.
Alright. Or, Rob, it could just be a thing of, since I'm likely gonna be playing an actual thief character, that I tried to steal something from someone at the same time as your plant was reaching its vine out to steal something, and we were like,
Boats are
I
made
just
for
looked at you like,
transferring
damn,
commodities back
this
and
plant
forth.
is trying to swipe
those that come
something
across
that I
Leela
am trying
tend
to
to stay
swipe.
So it is where many things come to settle.
It could just be something along those lines. Also, hi Kirel, how's it going?
Guess we just keep following this path? Auroron seemed pretty confident that Lolly's traps won't harm us. But still, it can't hurt to be careful.
That's what you think. I'm just gonna jump for it. Hello there?
We made it in without a hitch. Maybe perhaps can recognize us after all.
Again, that's all stuff we have to discuss with Bones during Session
Wait,
0.
Look, there's someone
Coming up this
there.
weekend. Hope you're prepared for Session 0.
Hi, are you okay? Can you hear us?
I might also try to make a little doodle of my character. Then again, it's very simple concept. It's just 2 halflings in a trench coat. I mean, totally one legit person. One fulling. I mean, human. Yes. Coming out this yes. He's not responding.
Is he asleep? Or sick? Do you think this is the guy Auroron was talking about? Also, what
Could
the
be.
heck's been going on here? Lots of strange and mysterious stuff around.
Looks like some kind of ritual.
Could be. Let's get Auroron in here. He'll know what this is all about.
Sorry,
Granny.
You mean in
All
2024?
grown up now, are we?
It is not 2025
I'm
yet.
truly sorry.
Now that you're one of the 6 heroes, you think you can do as you
Also,
please,
Silali
do
is
you?
here, yay! Everyone's favorite granny.
Well, explain yourself, you dummy. How exactly were you thinking of helping that spirit duffer?
Auroron! And, hey, Lolly.
Huh?
Yeah, the confusion is
Huh?
there.
When did you guys...
But hey, nice one. I'm glad to know I'm still kind of popular.
Them? And
Thank
now the
you,
Traveler
Kira,
probably
for
caught me yelling at Auroron.
for hanging out with me all the time.
This is not a good look for me. Hello there, you two. We were just,
Sorry, time zone.
Auroron and I were...
That's
we
not
were,
how time zones work. I'm more confused.
play acting. You know, acting out some scenes from a light novel, quoting the lines. I didn't actually mean what I was saying. Right, Auroron?
I feel like it's getting pretty obvious that she has a soft spot for me, indeed.
Yes, that's right. I owe you an apology too, Traveler. I asked you for help, but I forgot to watch my back and Granny caught me. And now we're play acting.
No need to apologize. Play acting, can I join?
Traveler, come on. Now's not the time for games. So what are you two up to exactly? Did something happen to this poor guy?
I wonder how long this event's gonna be. Considering it
Yeah.
was something like Act 1,
Leela's his
it's probably
name.
gonna be a
He
3-actor.
got into some trouble during a clairvoyance session.
Clairvoyance?
It's a kind of spell that lets your spirit leave your body, so you can access secret knowledge. You know what a medium is, right?
When I'm rich, I have
You've
time.
probably
I have
come
all
across
the
them
time.
in novels. Anyway, it's similar to that. Leela's problem is his spirit has gotten lost and can't find its way back to his body.
So in other words,
Ha.
his body's here, but his soul's gone?
Well, technically
Okay,
the
then.
soul and the spirit aren't quite the same thing, but yes, in a nutshell, that's basically it.
I just wanted to help bring Leela's spirit back.
And I wouldn't have
Only
stopped him if it was
20%?
anyone else. But the issue is, Mr. Leela here is
Nah,
what
I
we
feel
call
like
a
Northland
spirit
Bank
duffer.
definitely still has more cash
What's a
than I
spirit
do.
duffer?
Someone with no spiritual sensitivity whatsoever. Spirit duffers can't sense or control spirits,
Running
much less
nations
use
costs a
spells on
lot,
them.
yeah.
Now, there are
Fair.
certain methods that can force even spirit duffers into a clairvoyant state. But, well, I mean, look what happened to Mr. Leela.
Yeah, this dude's an
The
idiot.
spells of the Masters of the Nightwind are all based on dealing with spirits. And so are all our problem-solving methods. So for spirit duffers, even our healing methods don't work on them.
Great.
So, if they get into trouble trying to use a spell, there's basically nothing we can do.
Yes, there is. As long as the soul is involved, I should be able to help.
And that
hear
is not what
that?
she wants you to do.
No prizes for guessing what Auroron's bright idea was.
Oh, because of your special constitution, right? But isn't it kind of
Yeah,
risky
that's why
for
she
you?
didn't want him to do it.
I'll
But
be
he's gonna do it
fine.
anyway because he's a hero.
Granny's just worrying
Obviously.
too much. I'm feeling fine now, so I should be able to do it safely. Besides, it's
Also, the
probably
fact
our
that
only
one of the
hope
big
bringing Leela
heroes
back.
of the entire nation
Don't
doesn't
kid
even get to be a
yourself.
5-star,
What
but is
happens
stuck
if
at
it's
4
not as safe
stars.
as you're hoping, We both know you'll risk it all to try and rescue him anyway.
And yes, Granny is intimidating, as
Honestly, you're
always.
such an idiot sometimes.
This is a tricky one. It's true that Auroron could be self-sacrificing to a fault, but it's also true that Sweet Lolly tends to worry too much.
Fertilizer, Bet you've got a plan, huh, Sweet Lolly?
You're darn right Granny Eatsley's got a plan. Why else do you think I'd be here?
Huh? You do?
So, what do we do?
Wait, really? You actually know a way to save him?
Yes, we kill him.
Yes. I mean, it's a crude solution.
Yeah, it's very crude
But
because
that's
we're gonna
beside
kill
the
him.
point. The point being, don't interfere when Granny's already got things under control. Anyway, Traveler, I was actually going to ask for your help on this. My plan will take quite a lot of work, and it's a little too much for one person.
And that is where my
Oh,
questing
great.
comes in.
Well, it's
What
a
do
good
I
thing
do?
Auroron brought us here then.
Sure. How can I help? How can I help?
I intend to use a two-pronged approach. The first is the crude method. Basically, it's looking for a needle in a haystack. See the thing
Okay.
I've drawn around Leela's body? That's a gateway to the Night Kingdom. Once the gateway
So we
is
could go in
activated,
there and
all
find
roaming
his
spirits in the area
spirit.
will be drawn to it. If we're lucky, we'll find the one that belongs to Leela. I'll lend you some of my power like last time, so you can use my clairvoyance. It only works if you use this projection sensor first, though. So don't forget that step.
Alright, fair enough.
Don't worry, this time nothing can go wrong. You'll just feel like you're in the Night Kingdom, and you'll see a lot of roaming spirits around you. All you need to do is gather them up. You can leave Auroron to sift
What
through
would
them and
you
find
even do
Leela.
with a disco ball?
Since he wants to help so bad, he can take the hardest job.
I mean, fair enough, but what kind of use would you get out of it? I mean, $20 isn't that bad, I think. Anyway, what's the other approach?
Draw him back, using what I know about the instincts of spirits.
Okay.
As we all know, clairvoyance is usually conducted with the goal of unraveling mysteries. If we can find out what mystery Leela wanted to learn the truth of, we can use that to draw his lost spirit back here. I'll do some clairvoyance of my own and channel it through Leela's body. That should
Fair
give me
enough.
some idea of what he was thinking.
Christmas decor dance on the disco ball. Also, hi Bones, how's it going?
Now, the first approach is like fishing with a net, and the second is like fishing with bait. Just like how Auroron wanted us to lure you away with the promise of light novels.
You shouldn't have said that, Paimon.
Your point would have been just as clear without the example, Paimon.
What? Don't think I won't revisit this later.
Oh boy, he's screwed. Anyway, Bones, hope you're doing well. I'm super
Granny,
excited
it's
for the
amazing
D&D
that
session.
You can use a person
For
as
session
a
0,
clairvoyance
upcoming
medium.
Saturday.
I
Looking
always
forward
thought you
to
had
it.
to use inanimate objects.
You can't flatter your way out of
I've
this
already put
one.
some thought into my character's
But you're not
backstory and
wrong.
everything.
A person without a spirit is just
I'm
a
still
physical
curious.
shell, which for our
I mean,
purposes
how
makes them
exactly
an
my
inanimate
character
object.
concept is gonna
Traveler,
work well
just over there
within
is
the
my
rule
spirit
set.
loom, which will record
Again, the
the
whole two
fragments I
halflings in
see
the
during
trench coat thing.
clairvoyance. Once I begin,
But that's
please
what we
arrange them
can
on a
figure that
woven
out during
scroll for
session
me.
0, right?
Let
I'm
me
sure.
know when you're ready.
I'm so
We
excited
should
for
get
it,
to
though. I've
work.
never played D&D. It's gonna be fun. I know it's gonna be fun. But it's gonna be a little bit of a learning process. Fun, but a learning process. I'm sure it's gonna be the same for all the others who are joining us. Alright. Aww. Well, as long as it's probably, there's still hope for it. There's still hope for it. But damn, that sucks. I am excited.
Are you ready? Don't worry, the spirit loom is very easy to use.
Alright, I'll give it a try.
I know this is your first time working with it, but I have a feeling you'll do great.
Plus, we still have to figure out what how themed it's gonna be. If it's gonna be more Christmas themed or just kind of Christmas themed. Again, I'm leaning... Again, we'll have to talk about that with everyone, but I'm leaning towards something a little bit wintry, but not fully like leaning into Christmas theme. But I don't know about it. Again, it's up to you as the dungeon master, and of course everyone else's input is probably going to be valuable too. Is it too late to join? Is it? Feel like it might not be. So currently we are 4 players. And Bones, you said 4 to 5 would be optimal. I guess the option is there. Perhaps. If you're interested. Bones, what do you think? Should we get a 5th player? Yeah, something to talk about is definitely what kind of adventure. Absolutely, I agree. Place the fragments in the area specific order and position and adjust the relative positions of the layer using overlapping, blocking, and other methods to restore the overall picture. Alright. So that goes there. Yes. That goes here. That goes there. That goes on top of that. Nope. There. And then that goes up here. That's simple.
Oh, the woven scroll is ready. This looks like a person. Who is it?
Huh?
What's with the reactions?
It's Sanhaj Kampore.
Should that name ring a
You
bell?
mean that Sanhaj? Aurora's ancient name hero?
Oh, that guy.
That's right. He was not only one of the 6 heroes, but also a legendary border master of our tribe. 500 years on, and the remains of his spirit is still so strong.
Border Master is an honorable title, by the way. It's only given to powerful figures like Granny Seatlali.
I see, I see.
No, not like me. The most powerful border masters can expand the borders of the Night Kingdom and temporarily manifest part of it in the real world.
Oh, that seems
I'm no amateur with
strong.
border spells, but Sanhaj is in a league of his own. They say his border mastery was what turned the tide in the Battle of the Mare Javari 500 years ago. Legend has it that Sanhaj summoned a miniature Night Kingdom and exploded it to defeat the encroaching Dark Calamity.
I mean, go for the
Whoa,
trolls.
He must have been really strong.
Of course, it came at a
This will
great
probably
price.
start to get chaotic. I
As
mean, they're
far as
gonna
I
be chaotic
understand,
with Rob there
Both
anyway.
Sanhaj and Tainoch, the leader of the tribal coalition forces, gave their lives to activate this spell. I don't know what Leela was thinking. Even I'd think twice before seeking out Sanhaj Kampore during clairvoyance. So what sort of spirit duffer in their right mind would...
I mean, an idiot.
I guess
I'm saying
folly
we should
is
just kill
the
him. That
greater
would
part
resolve
of
all the
bravery.
problems.
I'm starting to feel
Why is
like
that my
something
go-to
else is
option,
at
by the
play
way?
here.
God damn it, we're gonna
I
be a
think
party
I'll
of
pay a
murder
visit to
hobos
his
with
house
me
and see
included
if I
in
can
there.
find any clues.
What about the other approach? Shall we keep that up while you're gone?
Yep, you can keep gathering the roaming spirits. That won't be affected. Hopefully you do find Leela that way, because it'll save us an awful lot of trouble. But before that, it looks like we now have another problem on our hands. Connecting with the spirit of Sanhaj Kampore has caused quite a stir. I think we may have just spooked all the monsters in the area. Traveler, if you've got some time, could you go and get them to pipe down a bit?
No, I want
We
to
don't want
progress
them
with
to
the
start
story.
attacking innocent bystanders.
I don't care
It's
about
fine.
the innocent
I can handle that.
bystanders. Yeah, let Auroron handle that.
Oh no, you're staying right here, mister. The Traveler has enough to do already without coming to your rescue.
All right then. Sorry, Traveler. Over to you, I guess.
Is anyone here religious? Well, Rob, as I've stated previously, I might as well state it now. I was raised by a pretty Christian family, but I actually very, very recently officially left the church for tax reasons. Because it's cheaper to not be part of any kind of you know, it's cheaper to not be Christian. Cheapest way to live is to be an atheist. No problem, it'll be a piece of cake.
Yeah, don't sweat it. The most important thing right now is getting Leela's spirit back.
All right, I'm heading out.
Yes, I made
See
it
you
all
guys
about
later.
the money. My decision whether or not to believe. But I'm more of a person of logic anyway. I'm a godless heathen! Fellow godless heathens, we must unite. Under the banner of not God. Ah, okay, so those are the different mini games that exist in this event. That is nice. I might play them at some point. That some point is not now. What I care about for the stream is the story portion of this all. Wait until the next day. Great. I will probably get a little bit of distance in here, just in case there is some dialogue for the time passing. Family forgot God. Happens to the best of us. Sometimes people just forgore. 7. There we go. Under the banner of whatever floats your goat, my dude, just be a good person. Yes, that exactly. Absolutely. You know, just... God damn it, there are so many jokes about... all that low-hanging fruit about jokes about Christianity are just so fresh in my head because I recently watched Hellsing Ultimate Abridged. All the low-hanging fruit. It's all there.
Osmanthus what?
Somehow we haven't a single clue about the token we found for the volcano. That is something very different. That is for a very different quest line. That has nothing to do with what's going on right now. There's the stuff that we need. Huh. Intriguing. But good for you. Finding something to believe in. Again, not necessarily me. But good for you, definitely.
Hey, everyone.
And here we go.
Granny, you're back.
So, no good news for me then?
You saw right through me. The Traveler collected a lot of spirits, and I checked all of them one by one. None of them matches Leela's description.
I figured.
I didn't actually do
It was
anything.
written all over your face. It's all right.
Oh yeah, you
Didn't
collected a
exactly
bunch
have
of
high
spirits.
hopes for
I
the
didn't
needle
do
in a
shit. I
haystack
just
approach
waited for the
anyway.
next day to arrive.
Leela's condition is still stable, but we're not really getting anywhere.
Well, luckily, I made some progress on my end. Leela's parents told me that he made a new friend recently. And
Oh.
apparently, he's been out of the house for days at a time. On one occasion, they secretly followed him and saw him and his friend tinkering around with something at a camp.
They saw his friend?
Yeah, some guy who goes by the name Kokuchu, dressed in what looked like Inazuman attire.
Oh boy.
Is this really all I'll need, Mr. Kokachu?
Based on my studies of the ancient
Those-
texts,
that is
hypersensitivity
interesting.
is usually treated with desensitization therapy. So, I figure there's no reason it shouldn't work in reverse. Now,
What is
for
you
poor
doing all the
chap
way
like
out here in
yourself
that
with
land?
no sensitivity to spirits whatsoever, you'll have to completely immerse yourself in spiritually rich substances for this to be effective. I'm electing to name this approach hypersensitization therapy.
Is it risky?
You're the spirit duffer, not me. I'm sure you're more clued up than I am on the potential consequences of brute force clairvoyance. Ultimately, it's your decision.
And he decided for it.
All right, but I do have one last question. What's in this for you?
That is a good question to
People
ask.
like me obviously don't have much clout in this tribe, so it's not like I can offer you much in return.
You think I'm looking for a reward?
You totally are.
Good sir, take a look at my face. Isn't the answer written here clear as day?
What, he's interested
what?
in if it actually
What's
works.
written
He's just
there?
interested in seeing if it actually works. You're a
Just
guinea pig.
friendly guy who's happy to help.
Nope. Best case scenario, you're a
So
guinea
some
pig.
random guy
Worst case
from
scenario,
Inazuma
he gets
just felt
something
like
out of it
helping Leela
afterwards as
cure
well.
his spirit dufferness?
Hypersensitization
Just a
therapy,
guy.
huh? What a novel idea. Could that really work?
I don't
Not on
believe it.
Leela by the looks of things.
It's anything but novel. Our tribe used to offer it as a treatment once upon a time. But it was so fraught with risks and had such an abysmal success rate that it was eventually outlawed. As for this Kokuchu fellow, I'm sure he has his own agenda. He conveniently disappeared right after Leela got into this mess. Leela's
very
parents gave me the
convenient.
address of the camp, so I went and checked it out. There were clear traces of spiritual energy. And also, look what I found.
What's this?
It's
A
a
broken
gadget
shard.
thingy majiggy.
Probably from a weapon or some sort of ceremonial implement. You feel that? It might look old, but it has extremely strong traces of spiritual energy. Leela
Okay.
must have used this as his medium. It would definitely explain how a spirit duffer like him was able to trigger a clairvoyant experience.
Wait, there's something else. It feels so familiar. I think this is somehow connected to my ancient name.
Connected
How so?
Is it like a shard of an ancient name?
Highly doubt that.
No, more like... I think this item might have belonged to a previous bearer of my ancient name.
Perhaps it was the heart? Oh my god, imagine.
Okay, that's it. Granny's getting itchy clairvoyance fingers. I'm going to try using this shard as a medium.
Cool, same as last time? The Traveler can use the Spirit Loom to record what you find on a woven scroll.
Alright.
Nope.
Never
Auroron
mind.
can do the recording this time.
Damn.
Why?
Because you suck.
It's a safety measure. You have a better understanding of the spirit domain than the Traveler. If this really is a Sanhaj relic, you'll be better placed to deal with the fallout in the event that something goes wrong.
Oh, great.
Ah, see, Paimon? Told you Granny has a soft spot for the Traveler. Look at her not wanting to put him in danger.
I wouldn't be in danger in the
Meanwhile,
first
I'm
place.
just a grandkid, so I'm expendable.
Yeah, grandchildren are always expendable. Absolutely, totally.
Hey, what are you blabbing on about?
Sorry, Granny. I'm ready now.
Then let us begin.
Lali starts her second clairvoyance session with the mysterious shard as her medium. Auron follows her lead using the spirit loom to record the images she sees on a woven scroll. Soon an image appears. Hang on a second, I'm thinking of a Faker cover in Transformers Armada. At this point, everything I like will be dragged to FNF. That's fair. Everything you like will be dragged to FNF. I understand that perfectly. Everything anyone likes is getting dragged there.
Alright, what's on the scroll this time? Looks like a broken bow covered in flames.
Huh.
Hey, don't you think one of the pieces looks just like this shard?
Yeah, exactly.
You're right. It seems to be from the body of the bow.
I saw a bow just like this in one of Granny's scrolls.
Yes, it's the weapon Sanhaj used in the Battle of the Mare Javari. I guess that proves it. This shard is a bona fide Sanhaj relic.
Okay
Good old
then.
Sanhaj. The relic's spiritual energy was fluctuating very strongly, but I wasn't in any danger at all. The traveler probably would have been fine as well.
Now that's a
So
true
why didn't I
hero,
get
huh?
to do anything then?
Generations later, and the stuff he used to own is helping to treat spirit duffers.
I still think there's more to this story, though. Kokochu must have had his own motives beyond just treating Leela's condition.
Again, best case scenario,
Well,
that was just a guinea pig.
We saw the full bow just now, right? Maybe he wanted to see it too, so he could track down the other pieces.
I don't know if he'd have anything to gain by doing that. Even if they're Sanhaj relics, I still doubt he'd have much use for a broken bow.
Also, why use a spirit duffer in that case? You're basically setting yourself up for failure.
Oh, he making noises.
Layla's body is responding.
Let me take a look. I can sense a spirit being drawn to the relic.
Looks
we
like
already gonna
Granny's
wake
plan
him
is
up?
working. Leela's spirit is being drawn to the bait.
In that case, let me try again. This time using both Leela's body and the shard as mediums.
You can do it, Granny. I'm ready to go too.
Actually, can I control the spirit loom this time? Please
You
and
got
thank
the
you.
itch too, huh?
I want to do
Overall,
stuff.
last time, it's
I wanna
only
just
fair
stand
taking it
around.
turns.
Fine by me. We know it's safe now, so you shouldn't have any problems.
Yeah. I do the thing now.
All right, if you insist. Be my guest. Just let me know when you're ready.
Oh, I'm always ready. I am so ready.
You ready?
Let's begin.
All right, here goes.
Just gotta make a silly picture again. Oh, that is a map. That looks a little bit more complicated. Alright, so it's this in the background. Then we have the sandy beach. Like that, yes. Then we have this. And this. And this is on top. Alright, not too difficult. It looked more complicated than
Another
it
image has
was.
appeared. This one is a map.
A map? Of where?
Could it be the Mare Javari?
The Mare Javari?
The Mare Javari was reduced to a desolate wasteland after that big battle. Or rather, it became known as the Mare Javari after what happened there. The ashes of the monsters and warriors who fought there covered the entire battlefield. Sometimes, bone-chilling cries would be heard from the depths.
Damn.
Other times, the whole region would become engulfed in towering flames, drowning out the cries.
Well, that sounds intense.
That place is full of untold dangers and mysteries.
All the more
Over
reason
the
to go
centuries,
there.
the finest
I'm curious,
adventurers
I'm an
have tried
adventurer
to prove
after all.
themselves by venturing in. Sadly, most ended up perishing
Yeah,
there.
but I'm not most.
That
I'm the
lasted
pro
up until
tag.
around 20 or 30 years ago, when strange things started happening. People started speaking of an enormous dark creature the size of a mountain, roaming around inside the Mare Javari. And then, shortly after that, the whole region just completely disappeared. Nobody knows how, but that infamously ominous place just vanished from the face of the world.
Well, that's intriguing.
How the heck?
I know, right? Anyway, if I'm not mistaken, the place indicated on this map is where it used to be before it disappeared.
And where's that?
At the westernmost part of Natlan. It's a very remote location, far away from any of the tribes. There never used to be a settlement there, but there's more people since the Mare Javari disappeared.
Intriguing, intriguing,
Anyway,
intriguing.
that's just what I've heard. I've never been there myself.
Mods.
This is what age does to you. The older you get, the less adventurous you become.
Damn, imagine getting old.
That's
Couldn't
just
be
an
me,
excuse.
totally.
Granny's too lazy to take a trip that far away.
Thank you, Rob.
Hold on a second. There's a spirit approaching the shard and the woven scroll.
Well,
Oh, Leela's body is responding again.
feels like he's coming
Quite a
back
strong
slowly.
reaction this time. Does this mean what he was really seeking was the Mayor Javari's location?
I sense it too. There's a soul nearby. Almost a complete one.
This is creeping Paimon out.
Well, if you creeped out, then you shouldn't have accompanied me to the
Seems like
Masters
the
of the
plan
Night
is
Wind.
working.
So, can we just wake him up now?
If
Not
only
today.
it was that simple.
You might think bringing a spirit back into its body is like pouring water from one bottle into another, but it's far more complicated than that. I need to borrow a ceremonial sword and make some other preparations. It'll take me about 2 days.
2 days?
But
Great.
don't worry.
Love
now that
waiting
his spirit's
quests.
returned, there's just one step left. Let's meet up again in 2 days.
Alright. And I guess that will then be the final part of the quest. So it's a 3-parter as per usual. It's gonna be a relatively short 3-parter, don't get me wrong, but I don't mind today's stream being a little bit shorter. After all, it's the middle of the week and I do have things to do tomorrow after all. That's 1 day, that's 2 days. Dum-de-dum-de-doo, waiting time is fun. Totally. Alright, that should do it. Back to Granny.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Or I guess we'll talk to Auroron. Hello, I'm here.
Greetings again, everyone.
See, Lolly, you're here.
What a big surprise.
I got the ceremonial sword from the chief. It has a certain power that's needed in situations like this. You haven't forgotten what we're doing today, right?
Of course not. We're gonna wake Leela up, and then
Yeah,
ask
Rob,
him
don't
just
worry,
what
you do
the
your
heck
stuff.
he was playing at.
And I've prepared the rest of the tools for the ceremony per Granny's instructions. We've dotted all our I's and crossed all our T's, so today should go off without a hitch.
One can
Good
hope.
work, kiddo. Then without further ado, let's get started.
Silali summons the ceremonial sword Calamity of Eshu.
I give offerings from the mystic smoke, the gift of stars on a
Fancy
moonless
sword.
night, a wreath of dreams in the swirling wind. Glory be to the ruler of death. Fade, fade, fade. Thrice uttered and thrice repeated.
Whoa! Is this one of her magic spells? This whole place suddenly got cold. What's happening?
Oh, I'm excited for this. Alright, Silali, show us what you got.
We mustn't disturb her.
We,
Finish
the
your spell.
children of the Priest King, swear to abide by the ancient pact and tear through the veil of the Night Realm. I am Seedlali. Hear my command. I am the Shepherd of Doomsday. I am Akul Batil.
Shepherd of Doomsday, that sounds intense, I like it.
Oh, look! Leela's spirit is back. It's coming towards his body.
I shall pierce the cloak of night with flintstone and banish all souls that do not belong to the land of the dead. Leela, obey my command and return to the land where the sun shines. Return to your own path.
No.
Did it work?
Open his eyes, say no, and drift back away.
Where am I? And who are you?
You're gonna die now.
Whoa! Granny Eatsley, I mean, High Priestess Seatlali, please have mercy.
Aw, guilty conscience, huh? So, you know full well what you've done. Do you have any idea how close you were to never making it back? Or maybe you thought life would be more fun as an inanimate object.
I mean, yeah, as an
I'm
inanimate
sorry,
object, you don't
I
really have
messed
any
up,
responsibilities.
And will face the consequences.
Oh, you sure about that? Then say goodbye to your parents. Tell them this. Goodbye, Mom and Dad. I've realized I enjoy life as an empty shell so much that I've decided to get Granny Eatsley to turn me into a stone statue, so I can stand guard over her house for the next 100 years.
That sounds fun.
No, please. Please don't. I'm begging you.
Only 100
I'll
years,
never do
though?
this again, I promise. Thank you,
Damn.
High Priestess Sealolly. Thank you for rescuing me.
Don't thank me. Thank my grandson. If he hadn't sensed something was amiss, I wouldn't have bothered getting involved.
You're more than welcome, Leela. And don't mind Granny. She's all bark and no bite. I'm just glad that you're okay.
You really want to say that while she's right there?
Someone tricked you into doing this, didn't they? That Kokju guy. He's the real culprit here.
No, Mr. Kokuchu had nothing to do with it. It was all my doing.
So you say.
Well, I mean, he suggested the method of using a powerful spirit relic as a medium, but it was my decision to go through with it. I wasn't coerced or anything. I'm sorry.
Are you sure about that?
I'm the one to blame.
The brainwashing is strong with this one.
So did Kokuchu provide the relic?
Yes.
He did. He said it was a treasure related to the Mare Javari.
Right, so that proves it. He was using you. He coaxed you into doing the clairvoyance for him.
Yeah.
But I'm a spirit duffer who can't cast a single spell. What use would I be to him?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out right now. Again, I
Guys
feel
me
like you're a
couldn't
guinea
sense a
pig.
spirit even if we spent the rest of our
Because he
lives
was
sitting
probably
and
curious
meditating.
if he could replicate the
But
results.
Mr. Kokuchu said that if I brute force the spell and immerse myself in a spiritually rich substance, I might be able to catch a glimpse of one. It seems like my only option.
Still, brute forcing a spell when you're a spirit duffer is like forcing yourself to run a marathon without any legs. If it wasn't for Seatlali, you'd have been lost forever.
I know, I'm sorry. It's just... everyone in this tribe is so amazingly talented, and then there's me.
Yeah.
I just
Well, there almost
didn't wanna
wasn't
be
you
the odd one out
anymore, but
anymore.
still.
I totally understand how you feel, Leela. Some seeds effortlessly grow into beautiful cabbages, while others struggle
to
with
his
all their
vegetable
might and never
metaphors.
even sprout. Who knows why this is the way things are? Maybe that's just life. Life is full of things we can't change.
Yeah, because life sucks.
I know saying this doesn't change anything either, but I hope it makes you feel a little better.
Let's pause this discussion for now. We need to get you to Matla's for a checkup.
All right. Let's do that. We're back out where this quest line started. This is where it started. This is where... I don't know if it would already end. Well, not even like an hour into the stream. It wouldn't end that quickly, would it? I mean, I had a feeling this would be a shorter quest, but not that short.
Okay, looking good. Seems like this guy got off lightly. Just make sure he eats when you get back. He must be starving.
That's a relief. I've heard of cases where people's bodies started necrotizing after they spent too long meditating.
Yikes.
What a horrifying thought!
Anyway, Leela, even though we didn't know each other before all this, I'm still really glad that you're okay now.
Well, maybe you don't know me, but I've heard all about you.
Imagine being raided.
The same
Hi,
goes for High
Gabe.
Priestess Seatlali, the Traveler, and Paimon. I've heard all the stories.
Thank you for the raid. How is it going? Welcome, everyone. Mods, shout out. Please and thank you. But yeah, I didn't need to imagine for long. Anyway, Gabe, how was your stream? I was there lurking for part of it. I hope everything went nicely. Hope you had a great stream. I'm currently playing the event thingy. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, guys, if you don't know, Gabe is a great person who streams a variety of games currently for Gabemas, and is also just in general a fun person to chill out with. And Gabe also streams Genshin, by the way. So there's that. So if you're watching my Genshin streams, you can totally watch Gabe's too. Oh my god, do I have to do everything myself? Why do I even have moderators? There.
Huh? Even us?
But yeah, check out Gabe. Absolutely.
This might sound corny, but you're exactly the kind of people I've always dreamed of becoming. But it's clear to me now. That was just wishful thinking. Honestly, why'd I have to be born a spirit duffer? Nah, it's alright, really. I'm used to being useless by now. Thank you all for saving me.
Again, this feels like a
Auroron,
wrap-up.
I think you're right.
Unless we're
It's
also
just a
going to be
fact of
looking
life.
for that
I promise I
person
won't
who
take another risk
coerced
like
him.
this in the future. I've brought you more than enough trouble already.
Aw, Leela.
It's okay. There's no need to comfort me.
But there is.
Hey, you little rascal. What are you talking about? Look at me.
Huh? What's wrong, High Priestess Lali?
Everything.
I said, look at me. Take a good hard look. Sense anything strange?
Granny, what are you talking about?
What do you think, Traveler? Another case of happy to help written on someone's face?
Ha. Perhaps. Who knows?
Hold on. I think... either my mind's playing
Oh shit,
tricks
she's
on
not
me,
real.
or her entire body is an illusion.
Oh shit.
No, it must just be my imagination. I wouldn't be able to see through something like that.
It's a lalogram.
I know this trick.
Oh
it's the same one I
shit.
used a while back.
The spirit duffer.
Granny snuck
He
away
knows
from
what's
right
up.
under our noses.
You see? You can perceive some spiritual abnormalities now.
Hold on, I think
Congratulations.
he thinks.
Really?
Reminds me of that one
where are you
moment
going,
from
Granny?
Amazing Little Circus. You
Where
know,
do you
I'm
think?
starting to
I'm
think.
going fishing, you dummy. Someone triggered the trap I set in the cave. Looks like our friend Kokochu took the bait.
What?
Also, I guess we are catching that person
Sorry,
after
can't
all.
talk now. You'll find me in the cave.
Damn, I guess we are catching the perpetrator. Alright, let's get going then. Wait, can I teleport down there? Yes. Perfect. Makes it easier. Just teleport right in there.
Huh?
Or what, did he slip away somehow?
Don't believe it. He got away. Ah, this is terrible. Why'd I have to go and act so cocky about it? I'm gonna look like such a fool. This Kokochu must be a real escape artist or something. But I can't tell them that. I'll have to think of something else.
Say, Lolly, did you get him?
Totally. And she killed him.
Given that she's the only person here, I'm
No.
guessing no.
She totally got him and killed him.
I thought I'd let him go for now. But I left a mark on him. So if he comes around here again, I'll be able to track his every move.
Sure you
Oh,
did.
So Granny had only pretended to leave the cave, when in fact she'd set up a whole trap for him and was lying in wait.
Ah, so just like how you caught Auroron. But how did you know Kokochu would come here?
Because I planted the bait here. The Mare Javari map and the bow shard. Left them both on the table. I had a feeling those were what he was truly after. And sure enough, my trap was triggered just moments after we left.
So you really did set up traps here after all, huh?
Of course.
Why wouldn't
It's just
she?
that they'd never do anything to either of you.
See?
Because
What
he
did I
has a
tell
soft
you?
spot for us. We get it, Auroron.
So, Mr. Kokochu,
You more
you used me
Auroron.
after all. This whole time, all you wanted was to find the location of the Mare Javari.
That's right. I've been wondering about the shard he left ever since I came across it. Why did he leave it there? The moment I confirmed the Mayor Javari's location, that's when I realized it was bait. He was counting on Leela's spirit getting lost, and the tribe coming to his rescue. Then, by helping Leela, we'd be helping him.
Oh, so he was fishing too! It was all a ploy to lure in an actual clairvoyant who could look into the shard for him.
Seems a bit
Yep.
complicated,
And
but okay.
somebody fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
I'm sorry. I took the bait. But so did Granny.
The nerve! I only got involved because
Damn.
of you, you little scamp!
Either way, Kokchu played us like a fiddle. Huh. He managed to accomplish his goals without taking any of the risk himself. Pretty sneaky.
So this Kokuchu might be
Imagine if he tried to approach Seat
character
Lolly
we'll
directly.
have to see
She'd have
again
seen
at
through
some
it right
point
away.
then.
Although, actually, Seat Lolly, why did you let him go?
Because don't question her. Don't question her.
Because I couldn't risk using my full abilities here. He was a pretty slippery character, and if I'd kept him here by force, there could have been unintended consequences.
Sure.
Was it my fault for picking a bad place? I'm sorry. I went looking for somewhere with a wealth of spiritual energy when I first decided to help Leela, and ended up choosing this mad sage's hideout.
Mad Sage?
Yeah, he's napping right behind that wall.
What?
We'd have a whole new situation on our hands if we woke him up. That's why I decided against using my full abilities.
I'm gonna break that
I
wall.
do have some good news, though. I snatched the shard and map back before he bolted, so I may have restrained myself, but I certainly didn't let him walk all over me.
That's great! So he left empty-handed.
You didn't say haha, Paimon.
Yes, sort of. The bad news is he did get a look at the map before he left. Not that the Mayor Javari's last known location is a huge secret, but still.
Yeah, that's kind of worrying. What if he's got some sort of diabolical plan?
Don't worry, I'll keep tracking him.
Of course.
Also, Leela, if it's all the same to you, I'd like to give the shard and map to the Traveler as a gift. It
Yay!
might prove useful at some point in his journey.
Absolutely. That's completely fine. The Traveler deserves it.
Are you sure? This is a very generous gift. And something that seems like it would have plot relevance, but if this is where the event ends, then I don't see how it
None of
could.
us are interested in them. And if there's any chance of them leading you to the Mayor Javari, I'm sure an adventurer like you wouldn't want to pass on that opportunity.
I mean, hey, that's what I said earlier. I'd gladly go there.
Granny Eatsley has a sense for these things.
So,
The wink
Granny
too, huh?
Eatsley? Do you think I'm still a spirit duffer?
What kind of a dumb question is that? You saw through my illusion, didn't you? I mean, that's partly because I deliberately made it imperfect, but even then, a spirit duffer wouldn't be able to see through that. Auroron, give this guy some lessons when you've got the time.
Yeah, Auroron.
Leela,
Make sure
put in
this
the
guy
work,
doesn't
and
also
we'll
turn into
see
a
how far you get.
Auroron.
Amazing. Life is so full of surprises. As long as you keep moving forward, you might just run into some fertilizer in the middle of the road. I'm so happy for you, Leela. Let's both give this our best shot, and who knows? We might both be beautiful cabbages one day.
I'd rather not be a cabbage, but you two go ahead and do that. Volume 3 complete. And I guess that's the entirety of the event, huh? Double checking. Yep, we're done. Officially done. Just gonna use these. So I have this now. And I guess I have the map. But again, if the map is actually useful for a future, for something in the future, then how would other players be expected to obtain the map if they haven't played this event? Or is it going to be something that will lock anyone out who hasn't participated in this event? Because if so, that seems kind of bullshit.
Osmanthus wine tastes the
You
same
know?
as...
But then again, what do I know? So yeah, story is done. What kind of reward do I get? Oh, I get the weapon. And I can get all the stuff to upgrade it, and I can get a crown. Nice. I have 32 crowns of insight! I need to upgrade some characters. I need to get to work on upgrading some characters. Those are quite a few crowns of insight. After I obtain this one, that means I can fully upgrade 11 characters. 11 more characters that I can fully upgrade the talents of. Chat for a bit, another thing. Alright, yeah, you focus on that. I'm basically done with everything I wanted to do today.
But where are those?
I do, however, want to double check if this event is voice acted. Nobody has told me if it's voice acted or not. I believe it probably isn't. But I'm curious. Yeah, okay, no, it's just a minigame event. It doesn't even have anything. Okay, never mind. It's definitely not voice acted in that case. So yeah, this would be a very... I mean, again, I expected this stream to be shorter, but only 1 hour is a little bit short even for my tastes. So what do? I guess we could participate in some of this event stuff still. You know, see what's up. Why not? So you go there. This goes... Wait. Yep. Actually, this goes to the layer below. Oh, that's the thing. There's a second one. That's... This one goes below. Goes right here. Okay, I think this one's misaligned too, right? Great, now this has me questioning everything. There we go. That's the correct spot for that. And this... But this needs to go to the layer below. There we go. Now I got it. Okay. The hair definitely goes to the layer below, below, all the way down. I think that's the correct spot for it as well. Then this goes... I have everything a little bit too high, don't I? Lower everything by 1. Yeah, now it works. Okay. I'm a bit slow sometimes, okay? Please don't mind me. That looks correct. Layer below. That looks correct. That looks correct. As does this. This here. And then I need this there. And that's a quick one. Okay, that didn't take too long. How many are there? 8 total? Yeah, I guess we might play all of these real quick. No harm in that. Let's see. down. Like that. This goes here. This goes here, but a layer down. This goes over here. That looks correct. This one needs to go a bit higher. There we go. Okay. Next one. What do we have? It's getting a bit more complex now. Let's start working from the back, I think. Just so I have a general idea of what goes where. That goes higher, that goes there. Goes up. There we go. That naturally goes down. Well, that didn't take too long. Now did it? See, I'm good at this. Sometimes. Maybe a little bit. Okay, let's know some of the obvious things here. That was basically the one obvious thing. Here. Place that. Layer above. That works. Give this dude his neck. That looks correct as well. This goes back here, all the way below. Sleeve. That. Okay, now I have this strange little gap in here. I think what I need to do is move that thing. No. Here. No. No. That was not what I wanted to move. Up to the front, maybe? Then down. Yes, that's the correct spot for that. Alright. Now everything seems to be kind of in the correct spot. Ah, but the neck needs to be higher up. Which means this needs to be higher up. Which means I am done. Welcome back. Alright, now we're making Auroron. Hooray. That goes here. That's his hair. That sticks out there. And we have his face. That looks correct. That also looks correct. Is that it? That's it! Alright, did Auroron in under a minute. On to Sidlali. Of course she would be the final boss. Oh yeah, that goes here. Hair. And even more of her hair. Alright, her face looks correct-ish. Then we have her neck. This goes all the way in the back. A little bit lower? No. I was right there. Okay. Lower. Like that. Looking good. And then we have finally her actual body. She would probably need to have that too. And there we go. Took me a bit over a minute. Alright, we're done. What else is there to this event? Search for lost souls. I guess I'll check this out. See what that is. During the Search for Lost Souls challenge, the scattered roaming spirits will stay away from nearby players. Use this to divide the roaming spirits away and gather them in the spirit hub to accumulate spirit count. When you successfully gather a shining spirit, you will receive more spirit count. Spirit gathering buffs will appear within the arena at intervals. Pick them up to increase your movement speed or restore stamina. When a party member receives a spirit gathering buff, a party's spirit call value will increase. When the spirit call value reaches the maximum, a spirit call moment will be triggered for 20 seconds. All characters will continuously attract roaming spirits. This effect is useful for bringing roaming spirits to the spirit hubs. While gathering roaming spirits, a golden splendiferous spirit hub will appear at intervals. Drive the roaming spirits into the splendiferous spirit hub to accumulate double the count. Okay, I guess I'll just figure it out then. Oh great, it's multiplayer. Yeah, I'll do multiplayer stuff on my own. Yeah, I think, again, as I said, I will be calling the stream early today. Again, barely over an hour though. That feels too early, right? It feels too early. But what You know what? No, I don't care. Today's stream is gonna be short. Like super short. And you know what? So be it. Not every stream needs to hit the 3-hour length. To compensate for that, I'm doing Persona streams, which are even longer than normal. They're always between 4 and 5 hours. So you know what? The Persona streams being so long compensate for this stream being so short. Can we agree? I think we can agree. So yes, I'm looking forward to the Persona streams much more anyway than to the Genshin streams. Let's face it. And I don't think I'm the only one who's more excited for Persona streams than for Genshin streams. After all, as I brought up earlier in the stream, Genshin is the only streaming category in my top 5 most streamed games where I'm not in the top 10% of streamers. I know that you people are also not as excited about Genshin streams. I like playing Genshin, but I do realize that it is not the game that most of you care about. By far. So yeah. That being the case, I guess I will wrap it up early. But I will, you know what, I do have to waste my resin anyway, so I might as well do one quick boss fight before I wrap things up. The question is, which boss do I fight? The dragon? Ah, screw it, let's fight the dragon. I'll see if I can beat the dragon before it transforms. I can totally do that. I just have to actually use my bursts. Which, imagine that, Code actually using his elemental bursts? What a rare event. But yeah, if I use my elemental bursts, I can absolutely demolish the dragon before it transforms into its other phase. I'll even go one further and let it despawn once, so I can get it on the clean attempt. There we go. Alright, summon everything.
This is order.
All my bursts out there. All of this just so it doesn't transform into its other phase. Because it's annoying when it does that.
Let the world collide!
No rest for the... I will have order.
Because then I have to kill its other phase, which takes forever. There we go. See, I knew I can easily beat it before it transforms. It's just a little bit of an annoying time waster if I let it transform. Because it has more, like an extra health bar, essentially. It essentially gains another health bar if I let it transform. A health bar that can only be reduced through certain elemental attacks. So not even every attack can wear that thing down. In fact, when it transforms, I essentially have to use exclusively Farina and maybe a little bit of help from Fischl to get that bar down. Which takes time. Okay then. So with that being said and done, I'm gonna go ahead and find someone to raid. Again, as I said, probably one of my shorter streams, if not the... No, it's not the shortest stream I've ever done. I've definitely done 1 or 2 streams that were shorter than this. But it's rare. Okay, it's very rare that I do streams this short. But it is how it is. Now let's raid... No one on my usual list is live. How about we raid a Genshin streamer then? Let's find a new Genshin streamer to raid, maybe. What do we have? Someone's doing some exploration. Someone seems to be wanting Zhongli, which is always appreciated. Let's see, what is this person all about? Chat is on slow mode, but not on follower only chat. That would have immediately turned me away if it was on follower only chat. Say something. You know what, sure, this person seems decent enough. I'm gonna quickly see what else they stream. Alright, or I guess I am not. Why did Twitch change the layout, by the way? What the hell? Seriously, why did the Twitch layout change? It's so weird. Why is the channel name and the stream title and everything on top of the stream now, rather than below it? That's so weird. I'm not used to that. Why did they change it? Turn it back. I don't like change. I don't like when things are different. Yeah, you know what? Let's rate this person. Let's not waste time here. another Genshin streamer who is playing Genshin and doing Genshin things and Genshin and Genshin. And by the way, Genshin Impact and Genshin and all that. So yeah, be sure to stick around for the raid if you want extra channel points, which you can use for a variety of different things. And who knows, maybe you'll like the person we're about to raid as well. Alright. Also, again, appreciate someone pulling for Zhongli, because Zhongli is the best character in Genshin, and always will be the best character in Genshin. And there's nothing that could ever possibly change that. Now then, thank you all so much for watching this relatively short stream. I hope to see you around next time for hopefully a longer stream. And who knows, when Genshin's next update comes out, we will hopefully have another proper 3-hour stream as per usual for that. In any event, until then, have a good one. See ya. And of course, if you're watching this after it's uploaded to YouTube as a VOD, your support has also been greatly appreciated. And if you want to catch me live in the future, by the way, you can do so by checking the description down below. You'll find a link to my Twitch where I stream every single Friday and Saturday, and sometimes other days of the week too, but that's a bit more irregular. You'll In any event, usually my streams are longer than 3 hours, longer than 1 hour, but longer than 3 hours as well. 3 hours is my standard. In any event, thanks for watching. I'll see you around. Have a good one, everyone, and bye-bye.